2008 Saab 93 SportCombi. Lie to me. Lie to me. Tell me I don't wet the bed at 40. Lie to me. Lie to me. Tell me you didn't see me rub a mylar balloon on my nethers because it's the only way I can stiffen.
This is RCR's website. This is where you click to submit your car for review. This is where you buy merch. This is where you sign up for bonus content and...
Oh, cool. You bought a less Cobalt SS. But it's a wagon, which makes it cooler, I guess. But it's front-wheel drive only. So you get to correct everybody who mistakes this for a cooler Subaru. Oh, Saab tried so hard to hide the GM in this car. Fill the doors with high-density foam and bubble gum if you want. They still make that when they close. The seats, dash materials, and wheel look higher quality than a Cobalt, but they're higher quality like a first-class seat on a regional flight on a 757 that's been in service since 1992. It's a wealthy person's car, but it's clueless, waspy wealth. Someone bought this in 2008. Someone who made $120,000 a year, but still thought Olive Garden was fine dining. Oh, I'm going to get a sporty luxury Saab. I have a retirement account. No, it's not a Roth. Why? Oh, a little fee won't matter much, right? How big could it be? Yes, it's a Saab. They make good cars, right? They're a good company that'll be around forever, right? 2008 Saab 93 SportCombi. The official car of... Unfortunately, that part's on back order. Understeer, blech. Torque steer, ugh. But it makes turbo sounds.
I drive a Saab. You want to drive it? Here's the key. Figure out where it goes. 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 I drive a Saab. My name is Jan Doffengeiger.
This thing's like an SRT4 with no personality. A Dodge Neon SRT4 drinks to excess, walks backward up to your girlfriend and says, "Pardon me, boys, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo?" And he bends over and he pulls his ass cheeks apart and farts a cloud of onions in her mouth. But SRT4 always gets invited to parties because he does something. Unlike Saab 93, who just stands with his phone at the kitchen trash can and waits for people to walk up with their empties so he can read out loud his total gains on TD Ameritrade. Oh, it seems FLO is up 9.22% since last year. Apparently, people have been buying more Tasty Cake products. And your guests just look at him and walk away. I've never cared less about a turbocharged 4. I mean, the turbo spool's slow, and the only fun I had was keeping this car in 5th or 6th gear, flooring it, and listening to the whistle. I can accomplish the same thing by using my hands in soccer. It's faster than your average wagon, but in this sun, the black on black on black on black on black makes every surface sticky. Saab 93, a conversation piece that encourages silence. Dear Saab, make me care. Make me care about this. I don't want to drive this. I'd rather play Skyrim again. Saab 93, the car you buy to complement the broken Omega you wear around. I have to give this car a fair shake, because so many people like these things. When are you going to do another Saab? So how much GM is left in a car like this? How much GM is left in the thermal immersion of black on black on black on black on black on black? This is the second generation of the 9.3 on the GM Epsilon platform. And this SportCombi is, oh my god, it's called a wagon, it's a fast wagon. Why is this advertising doublespeak? If a wagon is good enough, people will accept it. Whether or not it's in our nature to hitch our wagons to other wagons. The name Saab has the reputation for safety and reliability. It's pragmatic, and it's nice, but not in a way that draws attention. This car performs well. but not in a way that would compel you to recommend it to anybody. Just get a WRX. You could clap it out like butt cheeks, but at the end of the day, it's a job listing for people who want to work in an exciting, fast-paced environment that's just an office with a floor plan that looks like a Belgian waffle. This car has the legroom of a Porta-John and the grace of a Jocko energy guzzling himbo who doesn't get head, he gets dome. This SportCombi features the 2-liter turbo LSJ engine. It's a forced induction version of the LK9 Ecotec 2-liter, the same as the Cobalt SS. It makes 210 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque, with a turbo known as the TD04-14T, which appears to be the same turbo from the WRXs of the same era. Fuel economy is rated at 19 in the city and 28 out on the damn highway, although Dan has gotten it up to 34 while cruising, but he adds that other fuel economy is awful as stop-and-go traffic. This is a very busy driving experience, and that's just for my eyes. It has a feeling of a guy who wants to get exercise out of every part of his body, but only does box jumps. It's more overproduced than the Green album, and faker than press-on nails. The Saab isn't trash class exactly because it sets its sights higher, but lofty ambitions imply only one of two things: a bold success or an interesting failure. This is neither. It's a car that looks and feels like it rolled off the factory line and right onto the gravel overflow lot of a used car dealership. On the one hand, this comes standard with the Saab Tritonic engine management system, along with your standard electronic stability control and stuff like heated outside power mirrors that, when is that ever a selling point? I guess if you live in Alaska and you got to keep the entire car from not turning into an oil slushy on the inside. God, this car is dull. It's like being in attendance for something that gets shown later on C-SPAN. Only 56 of these black 2-liter turbo Saab SportCombi vehicles were produced in the United States in 2008. Oh boy, rare. And it's all the more rare for having a 6-speed manual, since these tended to be the automatic transmission cars. But no one cares. Only insufferable bores care about the rarity that this blends into the 2008 housing crisis and the consolidation of wealth and the traffic landscape of black on black on black on black on black on black. The F40 transmission that this Saab uses is an in-house GM creation with 2 internal shafts and gears that are considerably larger than the previous F35. In addition to a vibration-dampening dual-mass flywheel and 3 friction surfaces. All right, time for the mods, because you're looking at this and it definitely has it. It's a long one. Here we go. This has the suspension from an Opel Vectra C Estate, Drift Dynamics Racing Fusion wheels, aftermarket catback exhaust that he originally got off of eBay, except it sounded so awful he ended up just getting an AutoZone muffler and welding it in place. Short throw shifter, metal shifter bushings, linkage support in the engine bay, new door sills, new steering wheel, and the shifting bezel from a 9.3 Aero. The rear trim piece is also from a 9.3 Aero. And last, an aftermarket head unit. It's a car that inspires a lot of aftermarket spending to make up the difference in Saab's budgetary priorities. Saab spent a lot of money on R&D for safety, with the 2008 model earning awards for top safety pick for midsize luxury, which is great. But it comes at the cost of a car that's actually interesting or fun to drive, as if you can't have safety without sacrificing performance and style in the bargain. Then again, expecting style and performance from a car that was meant to achieve neither is like expecting people with fireworks to be considerate. Was it even stylish by the standards of its own time? This car feels like it left its wallet in 2001. It's the lie of affordable luxury brands, that the name value alone will overcome the reliability of the car you own. It's the automotive equivalent of a bag of cookies with nutritional information that misleads you into thinking the entire bag is the serving. This Saab can be satisfying, but only as long as you don't look deep. National Electric Vehicle Sweden, who bought Saab's bankrupt estate, used the Saab 9.3 as the basis for the electric cars they started producing, and that tells you everything you need to know. Electrics aren't stylistically bold, so why not use this template? It's so bland, it's essentially ideal for the semi-luxury segment because it'll satisfy the small businessman with his big business briefcase, and also the freelancer who rarely goes outside because he's afraid of the internet continuing without him. This car is street parked between the Good Barbecue Place, the OK Barbecue Place, and Jeffrey Munderoff, certified public accountant and hypnotherapist. 2008 Saab 9.3 SportCombi. The car for you when you want to know which wine pairs best with upper middle class guilt.
Oh God, I messed it all up, Brian. The chicken tax was only supposed to last a few years, but I messed it up. I don't know how. And now, I don't even know. Somehow Mazda owns everything. Even the birds. I don't get it. Jeez. Ah. And they're after me now, Brian. I gotta get out of here. I'll be in touch. I really hope you took care of the whole stove situation. I don't want to come back to a bunch of burned things. Oh well, wish me luck. I'm gonna fix this, Brian. Time gate activate. Time gate activate. Who's...